All right, I'm here today with Samantha DeStephanie from the Maris track team. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. So I just had a couple questions for you. Is there anything in your career that you think that stood out to you, or something that was your favorite moment in your career, high school, college, whatever?
Something that stuck out to me was how well the team works with each other and how well um, the camaraderie is on the team. That's a big part of why I did it in college is because I love the family aspect of it and everyone works for each other. It's not just for yourself.
So, what do you think is different about track during the pandemic than it normally is? What does your day look like now that it didn't look like before?
So since we're on pause and during the pandemic, we had to train in pods. So the team is broken up. Every 30 minutes, you have a group and you meet with your group, and there's only 4 girls in a pod. Whereas if the pandemic didn't happen, we would have the whole boys and girls team. Whereas now we don't even have half the team, and our coach is sometimes there. So the coaching aspect is definitely different. We're more independent during the pandemic, and you have to be more self motivated because there's not um, like your whole team isn't around you. It's more of in the back of your head, your team is there. You have to work hard for your team. But during the pandemic, it's more on your own. And because of the shutdown, we don't have a gym. So we had to get Planet Fitness memberships to lift, which is different because we usually have team lifts every Sunday. And we go to the calf, and it's a lot of bonding time. Whereas like during the pandemic, there's very minimal.
That leads me to my next question. Is there stuff that you guys do outside of the working out and the practicing and anything like that? Is there stuff that you guys do as a team that you think brings you guys closer together, and ultimately leads to you having better team camaraderie and just performing better in competition?
Like during the pandemic or beforehand.
Anytime.
I would say my coach does a great job motivating us throughout the pandemic. We have team meetings every either Monday or Friday as like check-ins. And what else does he do? He always, before races, he'll send us motivational quotes, or he'll give us like a target word to have. And for the week, we'll focus on that target word. And then during the race, he'll have that in the back of our heads and he'll scream it to us. So I think he does a great job keeping us motivated, inspiring us every day, and having the team as close as it can be.
So going off what you said about the word of the day, or can you give us an example, like one that he said?
Before the MAC race, he gave us flashcards that said grit. You need to have grit to get through the race, have grit for your teammates. So when you pass him, he'll scream, "You need grit," or "have grit." So when you hear that in the race, even as tired as you are, you think of grit, and it's like, I know I'm going through pain right now, but so are my teammates. So you need to have grit to finish the race.
Is there anything that you do specifically, just you, any like kind of pre-game, pre-match ritual, or any kind of secrets that you use personally just to stay focused? It's hard to stay focused when your head is a million different places, especially with everything going on right now. Is there anything that you do specifically to stay focused?
I like to do meditation and visualizations. So before I go to bed, before a race, I will visualize the course. So the day before, we can go up and look at the course, or it's since I'm a junior, I've known the courses. You visualize where you want to push and where the hardest parts of the courses are. And I think visualizing how it's going to go and being positive about it definitely helps me the next day and gets me ready to race during race time.
Perfect. Anything coming up that you're looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to the pause being lifted, hopefully on Monday, because then we can start team practice on Tuesday. And that will lead us into racing, because right now, since we're on pause, if we're on pause, you can't race. So the next race would be in a week.
All right, I'll be rooting for you. Thank you.
You're welcome.